Micka Dozier.
Amazing. What city do you live in?
I live in Columbus, Ohio.
Great. And how long have you been a caregiver?
5 years.
Do any of your own children live with you?
No.
How many kinship children?
I have 3 from Montgomery County. It's actually 6 of them that was in children's service, and I have the 3 oldest from Montgomery County, but I tend to get the other 3 so that they can know that they're siblings.
And what is your relationship to them?
I'm their grandmother.
And what about your legal relationship to them?
I'm their guardian.
And what is the reason the children came into your care?
I don't know the whole full story. I lived in Columbus, Ohio, and the kids lived in Dayton, Ohio. So basically, I had got a call one day from Children's Service asking me if I was their grandmother, and that they had been asking for me, and that they were in Children's Service custody. And Children's Service didn't tell me what was going on. They just told me that they had the grandkids, and that they needed to speak with me, and that I needed to get them.
Do you have support from others? Family, friends, neighbors, church?
No.
What are the challenges, and how could these be improved, specifically in terms of supports? Financial, food stamps, child care, school, health, mental health, respite, activities, support groups?
I'm glad you asked. I believe we need a lot of support that we have not had. Definitely Children's Service being involved, they could have supported us a lot more. When they told me that I needed to get the kids, at the time I was living in a 1-bedroom. They told me I had so many days to get to a 2-bedroom. No one helped with that. I had to go to the landlord, this was a new apartment building, and had to let her know what was going on in my personal life, and kind of beg her, if I could move to this 2-bedroom, and tell her how much time that I had. So she had to go to work to try to see if she had a 2-bedroom, and it was a fee. And no one, Children's Service, Montgomery County Children's Service, did not help me, did not say that they could help me. I did ask them about different things, beds and stuff, and they said they didn't have any money. So I had no help. I moved into this 2-bedroom. I got my U-Haul. I had my kids come from college and help me move things from across the parking lot, to this 2-bedroom. And then after I was in the 2-bedroom apartment, Children's Service called me again at work, and told me that there was a problem with 2 other of my grandkids that had been in their care, and asked me if I could temporarily get custody of them until they find them another placement. I agreed. Children's Service knew I had a 2-bedroom. They had did a home visit. They had told me it was temporary, but again, the kids was from Montgomery County, and I lived in Franklin County. So Children's Service in Franklin and Montgomery County were not communicating with each other very well. So Franklin County came over and done another visit, home visit, and approved me. So when I end up getting helping Children's Service out by getting 2 more of the kids Children's Service gave me nothing, and then Franklin County said, well, we'll pay your rent for 2 months. But Franklin County went and told the landlord that I had 5 kids plus myself in the apartment, and I got evicted. And I got evicted, and they came and took the kids. I had to get legal services I had to sue the landlord, and Children's Service had to pay for me to move into a new place. But that's all that they did. And I had to fight to get my grandkids back after I had to let everybody know that, and this was not my fault. I didn't tell the landlord. They called me. So I had no support. That was a very depressed time in my life because my grandkids was pulled from me. They loved me, and I can still remember them kicking and screaming with Children's Service as Children's Service pulled them from the house. Meanwhile, they didn't compensate me for beds, moving, nothing. Nothing. They didn't give me gas money to come down there and do visits with them. I had to talk with several people, letting them know what they did that was wrong. And I never got an apology, nothing. And my granddaughter, they had her in a foster home, and she was about 3 years old, and the foster people didn't have enough bedrooms. So they had her sleeping on the couch, and they had a family dog. But it was dark in their house. They would put her to sleep on their couch, and their family dog would, be around her. She was terrified of dogs. She still had nightmares and go to counseling for the foster care dog because they didn't have enough bedrooms. All this was proven and nothing. So my granddaughter ended up being traumatized through foster care while they was paying them, but didn't give me nothing for them. And once I got the 3 grandkids back, I can say they're doing well now. They always done well in school. They're very good kids. They're very lovable kids, respectful kids. But we still have financial problems from the whole situation. I lost my job with the COVID, being sick with COVID. No help. And by that time, they had cut them off the little kinship money that they were giving them. They don't provide the food stamps. They don't. They give them medical and child-only benefits. And we had to wait a very long time for that. They kept saying, I guess the foster parent people had them up under their name or something. So it's been a challenge. Even to this day, I struggle. I have to be at work at 8 o'clock. And so my granddaughter, who is now 10, has to be at school at 8:30. There's no kinship, no nothing, nobody that helps in that area. So I have to take her to school and wait, with her in the car until 7:30. That's the very last minute that I could leave and be on time to school, to work, and leave her out there by herself because the school said she can walk. There's predators in our neighborhood. I'm not letting her walk anywhere, so I stayed there till the very last minute. I figured the schools have cameras, but they don't even let them in. They don't let her in. She's the only one that stands out there. I feel awful leaving her and going to work, but it's something that I have to do.
What about your own personal needs, your health, your mental health?
Well, I had a surgery May the 30th on my stomach. Ulcers and just a lot of problems with a hole in my stomach. I was not helped during that time. I had to take out my retirement and pay my house off, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to afford to pay my house note. I had no money coming in, so I don't have a retirement. And when I was off and we was living off of credit cards, now my car is acting up, and I have no one to help me fix my car. I work, we live paycheck to paycheck. They're not even giving us food stamps for a while until I can get back on my feet. I was, for 5 months, we just had the child only benefits was the only money that we had. I called the Kinship Care, and they gave me a list of places to call. And when I called those places, their funds were already exhausted. And I feel like, oh, that's wrong, because I wasn't on human service when I was younger, and because I worked, and I'm not, on human service now because I work. But it's 3 kids and myself. That's 4 people that I'm responsible for. And money, we're living paycheck to paycheck. When you take in all the bills, the food, I can't fix things in my house. I cannot fix things in my house. My car go down, my car is down, but I still have to make it to work. I know it's just through the grace of God that I'm still have my head above water, but any little thing could happen and it could be over for all of us. Not having a place to live, because I cannot get to work because I don't have a car, not having no food, even trying to go to pantries. This is something I never done. So I don't know about pantries, and to be honest, some stuff that I've seen pantries be, it's stuff that they don't eat, and the stuff be expired and off bread. I didn't live like that, but now I have to. The kids they're looking like, well, what is this? I don't think kids know that you have a bad situation unless you tell them. So I try to just keep everything normal so they can go outside, play with their friends, come in, take a shower. But I give them some of that food and they don't like it. So it's like, okay, but you won't be eating McDonald's for a while. So it's been a long journey. The real blessing out this journey is that I was very blessed to have great grandkids. They're wonderful. They do good in school. I don't get called homes about them or nothing. Imagine if that happened. I could leave my job to go see about them. I wouldn't have been able to do nothing for them. Probably children's service would have been called on me. And here I am trying to do the best that I can.
Are the parents involved?
No, they're not involved. Um, I feel as though I try to push them to be involved. Um, it's a challenge because I feel like everything is about the kids, and they don't they didn't stop loving their parents because they was taken by children's service, for whatever reason. They love their parents. So, I try to call their parents for them, and they have other siblings. So I try to try to get everybody together when I can. But because it's all financially on me, it's difficult. Um, like today, we have another one of their brothers with them that's in kinship. But I had to, get him, you know, bathe him, get his hair cut, get him together just to come here with us, so he can be out the house and, be able to be with his siblings. So they love their parents, but it's most definitely more about the kids. They have other siblings that they cannot see unless, I get some money and take them to see them, or, do something for them to get together. And I try to make that sacrifice at Christmas time, even, without gifts. I try to make it a habit of them seeing their other siblings.
What are the rewards?
The kids. The kids. Definitely them. That's the grace in all of this, because one of my grandsons, Mason, when he was in foster care, he actually was put into a home. He didn't even have parents. So being able to help get him out of that predicament, and being able to see him and take his siblings to see him, he loves it. His and their little brother Monty. The kids, when getting the kids together, they love it. They just think it's so wonderful. They all love to do everything that the oldest brother does. So when I let them, when I'm able to get them, because they don't live in the same city as me, me and their siblings. So I have to go to another city, get them, and bring them up here. But it's so challenging because they're in a kinship program too, with their father's sister who do not want them, and they're not clean. So I have to, and she said that, but I don't know what else to do. Any minute she could say no, and I don't know what we're going to do about that. So we're still facing a lot of challenges. I just try to do my part and make sure they know each other.
What are your hopes for the children in your situation? Reunification with the parents? Long-term responsibility?
I think it should have. I think that it should have been some kind of unification with the parents. Both of the parents is walking around. They're fine. Children's service was mad at, I guess, the parents or something. Because when I did find out what was going on, I still, to me, don't see a reason that you just take kids forever. I see that there's a problem, and I see that you need to stick with them and get them together, and help them get their kids back. But I know my daughter was told that she wouldn't get her kids back, and I don't know why, because she has changed. She works. She works now, and she pays her child support. I don't see a reason why she can't have her kids at least half the time. So reunification, I think she used to get smart with the supervisor a lot, and it just seemed like it took on a personal some kind of personal issue between them because it's been like 10 years and they need to be seeing it back with their parents without me. They're old enough now. They were kids. They can tell you if something's not right, and then we can go from there. But I believe that they love their parents and that their parents love them. I believe their parents made some mistakes. Yes, I believe that their parents needed this time. But I believe in reunification. It shouldn't be until they 18. They're 10 now and they're able to, clean and, it's different things that they're able to do that would help their parents out, that would calm down, whatever their parents was going through. Neither one of them, their parents is on drugs. It was child neglect. I think she left them in the house by themselves. Left them in the house by themselves, and then one of them fell off the roof because of the way the house was made. They was playing on the roof because she was downstairs pregnant again. But she had her face broken by her kid's father, and the attorney general was involved. So I just felt like they should have helped her. Domestic violence, they should have helped her some more, but taking her kids for the rest of her life from her, I just don't think that makes sense.
Is there anything else that you would like to share about your story?
Yes, I would like to share that we need support and we need programs. And for the legislators to know it's not about us, it's about the kids. They're the ones letting the kids down. The adoption people get money for taking care of the kids just because we know the kids. Some kinship people don't even know the kids. It's the first time we ever seen them. But just because they kin to us, we had no choice. And then they stopped the kinship money. This could happen to anybody. Some of these kinship happens because parents die. So if that's the case, why don't you care more? Why don't you make it more about the kids? Since it seems like, I don't know, like they trying to punish the kinship people because we know them. And it shouldn't be about us. It should be about the kids and stuff. They're going to need support until they're 18. They're going to need, things until they're 18. How do you just stop? You stopped. We're helping. We're raising other people's kids. No, I did not want or even know that my daughter was having these kids. That was her choice. Back to back to back, I pleaded with her. And I even asked her to get her tubes tied. The hospital wouldn't even tie her tubes. Said she was too young. So now we have all these kids. Who you think gonna raise them? I just beg the legislator to know that this could happen to anyone. And if you're a person that's going to work day to day to make ends meet, and now you have 3 kids, put on you, and within 30 days, all that is a challenge. Help the kids. Help the kids. And I just don't think there's no help for the kids. They make up these programs that do no good. No good. There's not even a program that links all of the other programs together. A page that even links them all together. Everything's so separate. You have to piece together, your help, and then you piece that together, and it's still no help. Some of this stuff that the county has is exhausted by other people, by people that hasn't worked in years, that by people with their own kids. Make some kind of consideration for people raising kids that's not even theirs. I didn't ask for this. And I'm being the person to step up. Help me.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.